was a guy that started his own business. That's a lot of that. And it instilled in me that it's okay to live. Okay, let's get along. Come on.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I thought I was streaming live and I've closed the Facebook window. I am recording, by the way, into the team training group, and now I can't see it in there. And I'm not sure what to do about that. Let me just stop share a minute. Okay, well, I'll have to leave that for the moment. Okay, let's start sharing screen. If it's not streaming live, then I've done something and I'm not going to sort it out now. Shut the wrong window, I think. Anyway, never mind. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's have a look what we've got going on. So as we know, Forex Factory has thumbnail. Forex Factory has OPEC meetings, which affects Canadian dollar. OPEC's linked to dollar. And then, as we know, we've got some bank holidays and non-farm payroll tomorrow. Let me just check. Cannot minimize while you're recording. I just want to check something. Hang on. Before I go back to sharing screen, let me make sure I'm on the right thing. Sort my screens out. Right, okay, so come over to HourGlass, start sharing. That's it. Just come up to the hourly candle. Let's have a look on our HourGlass. So Finbiz, first of all, and you can see how the euro continued to fall since we were on earlier. GBP also down, although it's consolidating at the moment. Usdjpy, strong dollar, very strong. Made a recovery against the Canadian dollar. Australian dollar weaker against the Australian dollar. Euro strong against the Great British Pound, a very similar currency pair. And Great British Pounds against Japanese yen in an upward trend. So if we look at our currency meter, got GBP as the strongest, followed by US dollar, Canadian dollar, Australian dollar at parity. They're very similar as well. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, Tokyo pairs. Your London pairs are Great British Pound, the Swiss franc and the euro. And your New York pairs are the US dollar and the Canadian dollar. So those are when they are what we call in session. That's just switched. That's just switched round. And we've got euro weaker, as we said, and Japanese yen still the weakest. Okay, I just want to have a look at Harmonics, see if there's any new scans. That's the way I like to quickly check the trends in the market. So we've got a new scan on the US, this is a buy scan. So that last buy candle, the probe came down to form that D point, and now it's on its way up. It is what we call a shark. But that does look like a shark. Means we don't enter, if you're trading on Forex, until it's at take profit 1 or 50% from entry to take profit 1. So in these terms, it hasn't quite yet solidified. In other words, it could still drop down because we generally wait about 40 pips. So the price could still continue to fall against the Canadian dollar, even though I've got a scan telling me the market has said on these reversal patterns that the US dollar is going up on the hourly. And that is quite a nice size scan. So that fits in with what the currency strength meter says. I'll draw that one up later. I've got a little scanner group I post these things in if you want to reference them. You can, they're changing and being added to all the time. That's what we call a failed scan because prices continue to drop down below. So that one is failed. And Usdjpy, that one I've got, and you can see that's completed very nicely up to the C point. So 89% of them across 100,000 tested independently do complete the scan. That's why I like to look at them. Oh, there's Audusd, but that's a tiny one. So I think that'll do me on this. Just been keeping an eye on it lately. As the market gets into the spring, it will produce more scans, but still not very much. Oh, there's EuroGBP, but we don't usually trade that too much. That's I don't think I've drawn that one. Oh, it's a quite small scan. So that'll do me on that. I'm just going to make a note that I will do that USD CAD one later. It doesn't affect us for trading on this strategy. I like to keep the library. So once we've done that, we can come over to our hourglass, see what is occurring. And also we can check our payouts. I usually look at my short list, just have a quick flick through, but I will go and look at the payouts. So Usdjpy, US dollar stronger than the Japanese yen, and that's paying out at 71%. USD CAD's at 65. Euro USD is at 78. And we've got the euro on the currency strength meter weaker than the US dollar. And Euro JPY, so we'll look at these first. This is 75%. And the euro should be buying calls according to our currency strength meter, because our Japanese yen is the weakest. And if we look at that on the trading view, you can see that since we were on earlier on, it's still struggling on that very strong line of resistance, which is that one that we call the quarter theory. And it really does not like that level. Can't make its mind up. Has been in a downward trend, but it's struggling around this point, and it's in that period of consolidation. And on the 5-minute, that does show us on the 5-minute that our 200 moving average is acting as a ceiling. It is now coming below, so this is nice for puts, as you can see here. So we can, don't need that one on really. This is just a cleaner chart in line with the scanner that I use. This fits in with my scanner. And this is a shorter length moving average. And that says to me that's obviously in a in a downward trend, reflecting the other one. So let's have a look on HourGlass. It's just given us a call. Euro at 50, US dollar at 56. And we want to see it come back up to that previous line, that red line on the middle moving average. Here are Bollinger Bands at 256. So that fits in with there's that green line of support, which if you look right in black, white reversed out of black, it says 253. And then this one is 249. So that's that line of psychological support and resistance that the bankers set, called quarter theory, is that bit that I just showed you on the other chart. And that line is at 248. So there we have our support, 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 oops, turns into the resistance, down it goes, down again. So it went down to 205, that's our lowest. And back there, 187. So that's the area it's operating in. So we need it to go back up to that 256 area to take it for a put, because we will have, it's probably not going to go back up that high to 285 because it's past those strong lines of resistance now. And it's formed that lower high there, and it's already probed down to 202, which was, just change the time zone there, which was at midnight UK. That's the hourly candle. So it wants to push down. It opened with a solid top, probed down, couldn't quite make it. The new candle opened at the close of the previous put red sell candle, probed down again, couldn't make it again, and it's just struggling in this area. So not a lot of movement on it. And that's that bit there on the 5 minute, okay? So if we are going to take a put on this, we need it to push, there's that lowest line there. It's down at the bottom here on our DMI stochastic, sorry, our divergence indicator. It's below the 50% line. So we do need it to come further up here on this indicator, above that 75, if we can get it. So nothing ready for us yet. We certainly don't want to be taking calls on Euro USD. Okay, you can see it's gone down there, probe back up to that line. 12 minutes, so we'll wait for the 15 minute. It's already moving down. This is on the 1 minute. There's that line of resistance 237. And we need it back up at 250. So if you look left on the 250, you'll see exactly a little wick there, showing that line of support. And, oh, look at all that, gosh. And all back here. So resistance, that's an hourly. So some support, resistance all along there. So what we've also got here, as Les would say, is that imbalance. So it needs to come back down to fill this area at 172.08, reflected here as well. At some point it needs to come back down to 194. Doesn't always happen straight away. So price wants to do that, and you can see that double top there, and it's working its way down, and it really has had 3 stall outs there. It's just heading up there for the 15-minute. So we'll come over to here. Don't know why that's so slow. Hang on a minute, let me stop share, see if that helps. Still weird, right. Okay, let's speed it up a bit. I don't know why it did that. Euro USD, 79%. It's now up at 259. HourGlass is going to turn around any minute. Let me start sharing again. So please manage your own trades. It's your money. I'm just doing what I'm going to do. Euro's a bit stronger. It says a put. You don't have to do nothing, as they say. It's not quite as strong as I would like. It's not in that totally overbought area. It is giving us a put at 252. We're up at 260. We are at, on the 15-minute candle, it's just shot back up to that 256, which is a moving average called the 62. It does like to rest on that area that's nearest to the 61.8 golden ratio, pi, whatever it's called. And in fact, it's gone up again, 257 there, up at 257. So it's pushed up for the 15-minute. HourGlass has got the blue candle, it's still pushing up. So it's past that quarter theory that it's been struggling with. It's gone up past it now to 2.5, but it is turning here, but it's not turning quite as high as we would like. 260, and on HourGlass, so it called it at 252. It did say a call, sorry, beg your pardon, a put at 252. It does say the euro's a bit stronger than the dollar. I haven't got a Dixie showing there. It's at 254, 256. So I'm reluctant to take this for a put on this 15-minute candle because it has to break, sorry about the dog, break back through that 250. So its range is only going to be in this area here, potentially, until it can bust back through, and that was a strong engulfing candle as it came up to the 15-minute. Now those are very small candles, and I'm on the 1 minute. They are all wicking off there below that moving average, and we have still got our blue line there, but it is cutting through the Bollinger Bands on the 1 minute. On the 5 minute, it's still in the right direction. So this might not work. I see DL do this, and I'm just using settings from someone else. So please don't necessarily follow what I'm doing, because I'm still testing this for myself. But I've put a fib on this on the, that's on the 5 minute. I don't want it on the 5 minute, sorry. To see what level it's coming back to. These are just ones from, I'll take it from that high point there with the magnet on. If you're in doubt with fibs and get confused, please delete them. Don't use them. So that's in that zone of 61.8 to the 78.6. So the 78.6 is at 274, but you can see it's just wicking off there. So it hasn't given me a perfect rejection, because that 200 moving average is a bit higher up as well. So I'm a bit reluctant to take this as a put until it now makes a move further back down. So I think we'll go over and look. Our other two that we can look at are Usdjpy, it's 71%, and JPY at 75%. It's at 265 there. Let me take that off. I mean, it does line up where it is with all that there. It does line up very nicely there. Just clean that up a bit. Remember, I'm on the 1 minute here, so it can be very, you know, it's tiny little movements. So as I say, HourGlass gave us a put at 252. It's come up to 259. It's still a blue buy candle call, but we have got the red put. That line of resistance is at 256, but it is up at 264. And it's still pushing on up because usually it will like to touch that 273, that moving average there. If I look on my other chart, you can see now it's, please don't mix strategies. I'm just showing you that because this is a shorter length moving average, what that tells me is that price now has broken that, and it potentially, it likes to come up and test. This is how a 15-minute line looks at 305, 306 even, which matches up with that line there. Now, I don't know it's going to do that because previously it had all that resistance here. So it could just want to come up to 289, which we've just said before. I said 285, so that's a similar area. So 289 or 304, and I'm on a 1 minute chart here. So if I come back and look, 289, that's right up there. I can't see it really wanting to go right back up there, to be honest, because we've got this cutting through here now. I've had 4 rejections as well off that level at 270, 4 rejections. So coming up, we're just in this next 5 minute candle. So let's see what HourGlass called a minute ago. It was a put at 264, so it was another put at the slightly higher level. And we've got, where's the currency strength meter? So euro 60, so the euro, according to that, has now strengthened, the dollar has weakened. Dollar's gone up there, recovery there. And what's it now saying on Finbiz? US dollar, quite a lot stronger than the euro, according to mine. So we are going to, so we've had the put, that called it at 264, it's at 259. It's just above that moving average in the middle. So we haven't got a strong resistance. It has ticked down there, but not crossed it, but it is pointing the right direction. We haven't got the sell and we haven't got the currency strength meter. So it's not really, it's only got about one to 1.5 or possibly 2 points going for it at the moment. And you can see it's just bouncing between that level, 263 to 270. So not a trade for us at the moment. And personally speaking, if it doesn't go up much further from here, and it's picking up all that line there, and it is in a downward trend, then it might be best to wait until it's crossed these 2 lines here and carries on in its downward trend, because it will want to come back down to this level here, here and here. So I think that's enough on Euro USD. And we will go over and look at Euro JPY. which called a put 3 minutes ago, but again, the euro is quite a lot stronger. It called a put. We've got the moving average cutting through the middle. It's not a brilliant setup because of that. It's narrowing, it's opposing each other. Euro is stronger than the Japanese yen. Although they were both, euro has strengthened according to this, because when I first came on, it was euro was down here next to the Japanese yen. So we'll go over to our other one, Usdjpy. That was a put. We've got the US dollar at 49, Japanese yen at 23. So that means we want to be buying the US dollar. We think it is strengthening. This looks better, doesn't it? We've got the moving average at the bottom here acting as a floor with our Bollinger Bands. And we've got, what we want is for these lines to come back down and then push back up for, we need it to come back down and then take it for a call. So let's see what we'll have at the half hour on this. On the hourly, as we saw on our currency strength meter, US dollar has been strengthening over, strengthening over a long period of time. Very big candle up there. And still in its upward movement on the hourly, but let's move down the time frames. Let me just check I've got that, got those on correctly. So we've got 4 minutes to the half hour. We've got that rejection equal up there. I think that might be a double top, even though it's just probes at 964. So it nearly came up to that next quarter theory. So very strong market open. And then throughout the day, came down in London, and then it's starting to come up. And there's our 200 moving average pushing it up. So on our levels of support and resistance, we've got it on that quarter theory there with all that support. And here resistance, so playing in this level between 250 and I think Uncle Les would say that's 50% of that candle there. So it's gone up. It has mitigated that one mostly, although there's a wick down there, but then it's completed it here. But what it hasn't done so far is come down and cleared all this out, which it will want to do at some time, because there's money sat here as people have been buying up the market. They've left stop losses here. So there's money, there's liquid money sat there. Not that I'm any expert, but it looks to me like the market might want to start to come down. And of course, it is non-farm payroll. The market, I don't know how the market wants to move for that, but it could have completed, because it has been in a strong move all the way up for quite a while. So let's come down to the 5 minute, which is where we sit on our hourglass. All that support there, still moving up. That does say hidden bull, meaning it wants to carry on up. We had an engulfing buy candle there. and it's just playing around a little bit. So it's on lines of 767 up to 806. So we want it back down at 758 to 767, picking up that line there. So I'm going to go for that zone, 758, 759 to 766. But what does that look like on our hourglass? And it's still stuck there. It's at 780, 780, so not quite up as high as I would like. That's that 806 sort of area we were looking at. So if you take a put on this, then you're at the moment trading a pullback because you're going against all these upper channels. Doesn't mean to say you can't, but on probabilities, 53 to 17, your currency strength meter is so strong for the US dollar against the Japanese yen that I don't think Matty would normally trade that. So that's a put at 777, which is very near to our 780. That's what it's called on the half hourly. These lines are still in the middle. We like them at the top for overbought. That's what I mean about it being up at 806, higher up than it got. There's the 800 line, that wick there, slight difference in price variation. And this isn't very strong on the overbought. It does say B for buy there as well, although you've had all those sells back there. But the range isn't as strong as we would like. So personally speaking, I'd like to see it down at this 7, let's just mark that up, 726, 687. 733, 726. Let's see what that looks like. 726 is round about this area here. Doubt it'll come back that far at the moment because of this line here. And 687 is right down there. Well, we can kind of forget that for the moment while we're on this session. 687 is right down in that. That's where it would be very nice to see it. 690, that would be very nice, but I don't think we're going to get that because we've just had that half-hour candle. And normally it'll make quite a big turn, but it hasn't done that on this one. This is on the half-hour, the 30-minute. So it's just wicked off that 804 on the half-hour, coming back down to this level at 750 there. So I'm going to flick through the others because I can't see anything on our three favorite, or my three favorite pairs. So I'm going to have a quick look through the rest of them, and I just do this by flicking down the pairs and seeing if it lines up with a call or a put in line with the currency strength meter, and then looking to see where the red line is. That's all I do. So Usdjpy, USD for a buy, the EMA says buy, it's saying put at the moment, so for me that's a no, I'll wait. Euro USD, fairly similar on the currencies, 63 to 53. It's saying a call. However, we've got the moving average, the 200 moving average up there, which is saying put. So that's a no from me until, what would I do with that one? Wait for it to come back down to here for a call, or to here for a call again. But these lines aren't very strong. Could take it off here possibly. We could take something off here. 250. It's still on that. It's still on that quarter theory point. still struggling around the 250. So we might return to look at that in a minute if there's nothing else. EUR/JPY, Euro's much stronger than the Japanese yen. The top one's stronger than the bottom. It's saying put, that means it's on a pullback. And the moving average is saying a buy, it's pushing it up, and it's also cutting right through the Bollinger Bands. So it's a no, because it's like narrowing, it's consolidating when it's doing that. It's on the turn somewhere. Euro/CAD, Euro much stronger than the Canadian dollar. It's in opposition to itself because it's saying put, so it's a pullback. There's our 200 moving average pushing it down. So that must mean that the euro is weakening against the Canadian dollar. Something's happening. Oh, actually, it is in the overbought area here, and it is up in the Bollinger Bands, and that moving average is right up there. So what's the payout on that? Euro/CAD. It can be quite wiki. Oh, 60%. So we don't want to bother with that. Waste our time with that. So Euro/CAD, USD chef, 56 on the US dollar. Swiss franc 34. However, our moving average is down here at the moment, and it's saying a put. And I don't like DL Woods doesn't like these ones, so I don't like them, particularly the Swiss franc ones. So we have got, it's not too much for what's happening on FinViz. It's quite a lot of difference on the currency strength, so I don't really want to take a put on that. USD/CAD, USD 56, Canadian dollar 38, so we'd want to be on calls, but it's saying a put. That is above here, so, and it is off the Bollinger Bands, and the lines are pointing down a minute ago, so that was a put at 640. What's the payout then on USD/CAD? 67. $644. 644. So it's 640. In a downward trend, just come up to here, 679. It's off that weaker line, 645. We are, sorry, come to the 5 minute. We've got 3 minutes left on this candle, so we're a little bit late into it. So that is a put here. That is a put. That is a put, that one. 643. That was our 649. So it's dropped a little bit. It's a bit low really to get into it. I might have just missed it. I think I've just missed it. I don't think I want to get in there. So light risk or demo, or just do a dollar trade if you want to take this to practice. If I was here trading on my own and I was trading that pair, then I might very well take that. You have got all that resistance there. That did turn into some support, but as I say, we've got moving average there. We have got a downward trend. We have got it off the Bollinger Bands. It's called it on CASHTRAP, and it does say hidden bear, which means it wants to carry on its downward trend. The half-hour candle was that one. That one there. Let me look on the 1 minute. That has just pushed up again. Oh, that has just pushed up as well on the 1 minute. So that's coming back up to the 654. So between 654 and 640, it's not a huge range. So I think that's the sort of thing where, and it's now above on the 1 minute. It's above that moving average as well. 640. So it's just turning there. It has given us the sell. So you've got 1.234. It says 5 points according to that. 635. 635 4 minutes ago. So let's see if it gives us another put. 649, it's just come down to 640. $653 is that line up there on the 5 minute. It's a very pale one. 654, which is matching up there. Let's see what it does when it turns around. 18 seconds to go. That should give us another put, I would have thought. 645. 651 up there. 649. It's not a very big range, is it? And those lines have already gone down there. No, it's doing a call. So we want to call back up to that line and then take it for the put. I wouldn't take a call with the moving average up there and with those lines sat in the middle myself. I'll just carry on going down while we wait for that. So NZD is weaker than the US dollar, 32 to 53, and it's saying put less than a minute ago. But it's, and we've got the moving average up there, which is nice. We've got it off that line at 821. It's calling it at 816. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly. It's just down in the middle. Down in the middle. Have a look at our payout, 69. There it is up at 827. And it is calling it again as a put at 816. And it's at 815. 827. 822. It's a bit spiky, isn't it? So if it came up to 827, 833, which is that moving average there, then that would be okay. $42. Just stuck along there. We just carry on going down. GU 76 to 51. So it's calling a put, which is against the currency strength meter. Moving average is at the bottom. So we'd want it to come down and take a call. I don't usually trade that one. GU is at 75. 845. So they're flatlining a bit, aren't they? And then spiking a bit. GJ 76 for GBP. Again, calling a put at 707, but moving average is down there. A big difference in the currency strength meter, 76 to 14. So look at that upward trend on the higher lows. So if we took that for a put, we'd be taking a little pullback before it carries on up at the moment. 702. 702. Oh, and it's only 60%. Forget that. Let me just see what NZD USD's done while we've been waiting. That's gone right back up to 828. ZDUSD 3 minutes ago, 30 to 51, still stuck in the middle there. NZDUSD is at 69. So it's just kind of stuck there, but I think I don't want to do that. GCAD that's 4 minutes ago. 76 GBP against CAD 38. It's a put though, so again we want to wait. Although the moving average is up there, so our currency strength meter is showing differently from this. So I want it to be down there and go with, personally I like to go with the currency strength meter, but you have had quite a lot of sales back there. So again, we want it further down here to this level, and I don't know what GCAD's paying out at. That's at 75. 185, 185. It's down at 185. Just switch around. GCAD's a fast pair. That's saying a call at 162. It's in line with the currency strength meter. However, you've got the moving average against you, so that says to me it's, you know, it's on the move, it's changing, it's becoming consolidated, and it's just ticking up there. So we've got 1, 2, 3. It's at 167. Not a lot of volume on there. 164. And again, it's not a pair I normally trade. That's now at 204, so that took off, didn't it? 185. 167, that took off. The GCAD is a fast pair. 203, 203. 163, so it's already gone. The bus left the station. 162. So it's called along that line there. And that line is 179, so it has got a line of resistance there. Let's see, look left to see right, what that matches up with. And it's matching up with this zone here. Levels of support, resistance, and I think that's going to end up being resistance. It might not be, but you've got that moving average pushing it down. So if we had got in on the call on that, we've got a very narrow band here. Even though the currency strength meter, this is why I need to watch out on the numbers, see if the GBP starts to reduce, see what it's looking like on other pairs, see if the Canadian dollar figure changes and goes up. Because what this is telling me is it's struggling in this area and the moving average is pushing it down. It's already in this overbought area and it hasn't made a lot of movement. So, and given what we've looked at left, is it really going to carry on pushing on up? Let's just drop back down to 190. And on Finviz, Canadian dollar. Well, Great British Pound is the strongest on Finviz. Very strong, very strong. GBP, JPY, what's that paying out at? Oh, you see, that's 60% still. We don't like to bother with those. AUDUSD then, 82%. We haven't looked at that one. That's a bit weird. AUDUSD. And you've got a filter at the top, by the way. You can type you can type Aud into that and then just bring up the Aud pairs. There's a filter box at the top. Okay, so on this we've got Australian dollar at 41, US dollar at 49. It was called only 9 minutes ago, so it's not given us a new signal at the moment at 930, but it's not given us a new signal. Oh, interesting. And it started to go strange on us, didn't it? When we looked at the lines, and there's no new signal on it. And that's about it. Or JPY. Or JPY for a put. The Australian dollar. Oh, okay. Australian dollar is 41. Japanese yen is 17. That fits in with that. It's called a put, but again, that was 9 minutes ago. So whether we'll get a new signal, I don't know, but it is down at the Bollinger Bands. It's at that line of resistance at 087. So we could have, except we haven't got a signal, we could have a call here. It's been in a strong downward trend, right down to there. We've got them move on the 5 minute moving average is against us though. It's pressing price down, and that says the trend wants to carry on down. So even though the Australian dollar is a lot stronger on the 5 minute, the evidence is that it is still going down. So it probably wants to, where are we on timing? Where were we on the half hour? 1 o'clock, and then the half hour just pushed up to there. So it's on its way down for the hour, down to here at 058. The zone would be 072058, down to 043, and even down to there. Just look on the hourly. A big buy candle there at the open of the market, so it needs to clear that off at some stage, and it probably wants at the moment to carry on down to 84.000. The zone is 030, about 0. I can't really see it. 026, 25, 26, 25 to 84.0. There's a little zone there, so it wants to come down to that level at least at the moment, I think. And you can see that line is pushing down there. And has it given us a signal again or not? It gave us a call 2 minutes ago. 36 on Australian dollar, 34 Japanese yen, a call at 093. The lines ticked up, it came off there. So it's heading up, back up to this middle, that's its next level. So did we miss that one then? Hang on. Or JPY, and it's only at 60%. So we don't really want to play with that if we can help it. But I suppose it's good for analysis. There's the 84 down here is that strong line of quarter theory. It's already come up, but we only had a signal. We didn't have a signal, did we? So 3 minutes ago, it gave us a call at 093, but I don't like the payout. And I'm going to come back and have a look at Euro USD again as we come up to the hour, and that's the hourly. That's the 5 minute. And it's still in that range of 280 down to there. It's not budged very much at all. That tells us it wants to go down. On the 1 minute, the moving average is now cutting through the Bollinger Bands, so tricky trading, but it can't break through that area. It's still stuck on that area, 2 wicks off it now. So that's been doing that for the last 20 minutes at that level. What does it tell us on here? It gave us a call at 262 4 minutes ago. Euro is still stronger. And that's our level up there. So we've got one new candle before the hour. Generally, price likes to complete the direction it's going in on the hourly. So it probably wants to carry on up. Euro USD, 79, still at 79. 275. Don't need that one anymore. So if we do take a put, it's a bit dangerous because of that moving average there. Although on the 5 minute, and it's just got, so it's a, right, let's have a look. A put, just called a put at 268, 274. So it's not got the currency strength in our favor. It has got put and the line of resistance, so that's 2, 3, 4. It's about a 4-point trade, and you've got the moving average in your favor. Okay. I haven't taken it. Where is it? 272. I'm just going to watch this, but it's 56, so it's just coming up to the hour. Yeah, because I wasn't sure if it was going to carry on up. Because at the half hour, it was it started to move up. So that's 273, 280. Oh, that is coming down now. So I don't know if anyone took that one. I think that's the sort of one where Dial does a 2 minute one. He would probably taken a 2 minute put there. So I haven't really, I hope the analysis has been helpful. I haven't taken anything that I like the look of in particular. There's a call on Usdjpy. What was the payout on that? 71. That did complete that other one, I think. 760. It's already moving. Usdjpy. Oh, okay. So just coming up to the hour, we've got moving average in our favor. We've got it right off that lovely quarter theory underline of resistance at the 250. See what it does on the hour. Don't take it now, just 2 minutes before the hour. Don't take it now. So if it gave us another call, that's at 750. Currency strength in our favor. Line tick up, moving average. Line here. But after the hour, not before, to see what it does on the hour. That's at 742. And you've got the line, the candle, you've got the call green call and you've got the blue candle, but we want to see, I see Jake's coming on in a minute. We want to see what it gives us on the hour. It's already made a move at the moment. Come to the 1 minute, see if we get a little retrace. It looks like it's already made its move, 769. That was a very nice line there. So sometimes these things happen. I would never ever get in just before the hour's candle. And I learnt that in Forex a long time ago. So if it gives us a retrace back to this level or to 775, 754, 757 zone for a call just past the hour, then that would be fine. 45, a half hour was there. So it should have gone down for the hour and then hopefully will turn up. Back to HourGlass. HourGlass has given us a call, just going to turn right. The Dixie's also strong. And, oh, that's now saying a put. Right, Les is nodding. So it's turned on the hour. Wow, gone down. Oh, that's because of that then, I presume. Over on the left, it wants to balance that out. So it's on its way back down, 731, 741, that is shooting down. So I think that's going to be all from me for tonight. That is down there now at 743. That made a move, just missed it just before the hour. Still going down. And on HourGlass, a very nice push down on that. But on FinViz, still got the dollar very strong against the Japanese yen. So I'm sorry I didn't find any trades, but I hope you talking it through what I look for has been helpful. I'll just stop sharing now. Let's see what the chat says. Gabor, I did venture into USD CAD at 651 and cleared. Well done, well done. Definitely just on demo. Brilliant. That's excellent on what to avoid, how to preserve capital. Well done, thank you. Tokyo just opened on that hour candle. Okay, yeah, I'll get you, Liz. Yeah, that's what I like about Usdjpy. It does give you strong candles when it moves. So I'm going to stop recording. Thanks very much for